Hey everyone, welcome back. Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 19th day of May 2023, I'm going to take you over to JM Bullion so we can look at those live spot prices. We can check out the availability of the American Silver Eagles from 2023 and the premiums on those Silver Eagles. But before that, huge shout out and a big thank you to all of our channel members. And I believe I'll be headed to, we're going to be doing morning live streams, but members only. So come check that out. Now over here to JM Bullion. Gold is actually, not visible. There it is. Gold's up 751 to 1977.14. Silver's up 19 cents to 23.91. Platinum up $9 2 cents to 1078.99, and palladium up 24.80 to 1528.50. So you're looking at palladium still above that $1,500 mark. Platinum above that $1,000 mark. Silver not so much at that $25 mark anymore. And gold, well, it's kind of near that $2,000 mark. I think one good moment, and it easily could be right there. Now, with that said, we know the dollar is really has a lot of strength right now. And, well, that means usually the precious metals go lower when the dollar is stronger. But with the strength that we're seeing, look at all these levels. They're still holding strong. I think that's amazing. Now, over here to the credit card PayPal payment for the American Silver Eagles that are in stock. You're looking at $46.77, and look at the difference with the ask. You're looking at $22.86 for that premium. Now, over here, yes, let's go ahead and look at this real quick. This is the back of the American Silver Eagle. It says United States of America, $1, 1 ounce fine silver, e pluribus unum. Okay, $1 gives a value. Remember that. Here we are at the bullion sales at the United States Mint. And I think one thing that's interesting about the JM Bullion, how they haven't really gone out of stock on their American Eagle inventories this month for May, but they did for April. And I think one of the reasons why is in April they had 450,000 about mid-month or so. But look at this, mid-month we're already at 853,000. So I thought that was interesting. I wanted to share that with you. Now, I'm going to keep on keeping on with the United States Mint. There's a press release that just came out yesterday, and the title is United States Mint 2023 American Eagle 1 ounce silver uncirculated coin available on May 25. And there it is. We're talking about the American Silver Eagle here. And we're also going to be talking about legal tender and why people collect the American Silver Eagle as opposed to other forms of bullion. Okay. United States Mint's 2023 American Eagle 1 ounce silver uncirculated coin produced at the Mint's West Point facility. Wow, it's a wordy sentence. Will be released on May 25 at noon Eastern Daylight Time with orders limited to 10 coins per household for the first 24 hours of sales period. That's one sentence. And it's one paragraph. That's amazing. That's so British of them. Now, the American Eagle silver uncirculated coin is the collector version of the official United States Mint American Eagle silver bullion coin. Produced since 1986, this coin was updated in 2021 with refreshed obverse heads and a completely redesigned reverse tails to mark the 35th anniversary of the American Eagle coin program. And I did show you that reverse there, and that was sculpted by Emily Domstra, and there's ESD right there. You can see the ESD. Sorry about that. There we go. Didn't mean to really do that. All right. So, like its bullion counterpart, the obverse of the American Eagle, I had a thought. I'll share with you in a second here. But like its bullion counterpart, which is what, $46 full price over there at JM Bullion, and then you still got to pay $199 threshold to get the free shipping. Now, like its bullion counterpart, the obverse of the American Eagle silver uncirculated coin features sculptor Adolf A. Weinmann's full-length figure of Lady Liberty in full stride, enveloped in folds of the flag with the right hand extended and branches of laurel and oak in her left. Using technological advancements, the coin has been redesigned to encompass some of Weinmann's original details, which renders a closer reflection of his original version, including the addition of his traditional artist mark. Inscriptions are Liberty and In God We Trust and 2023. There's the Liberty and God We Trust, Adolf Weinmann's initials, and then the 2023 year. All right, here we go. The reverse was created by United States Mint Mint Artistic Infusion Program designer Emily Domstra and sculpted by the United States Mint medallic artist Michael Gaudioso. Excellent artist. The design depicts an eagle as it approaches a landing carrying an oak branch as if added to the nest. Inscriptions are United States of America, e pluribus unum, 1 ounce fine silver, and $1. And folks, if you're not familiar with the 1971 Ike dollar, well, it almost is a 50-year homage to the Ike dollar. I think that's just very similar to that landing eagle on the back of that Ike dollar. Whether they meant to or not, I think it's awesome that they did it. Keep on keeping on. Now, to provide an added level of security, the redesigned American Eagle Silver Eagle coin also includes a reed pattern variation. And we know that's an obvious level of security. But what other features have we found out about since the 21 release? Because we're 3 years into this now, and what have we discovered since then? Now, the Mint benchmarked its efforts against anti-counterfeiting programs implemented by major mints around the world. The 23 American Eagle 1-ounce silver uncirculated coin, which is priced at $76. Now, that $76 price, if you can buy the Bullion version, what is it for, I guess, $46, okay? You spend an extra $30 and you get the uncirculated collector version. I think that would be interesting take on things. Now, we're looking at $76, 1 troy ounce. There is no mintage limit, no product limit. There is a household order limit of 10. I thought that was something I needed to share with you because if you look at the view page source on this one, I believe we're at 140 to 150,000 Silver Eagles from West Point, the uncirculated. And that puts us right around the typical mintage. So nothing real low here to speak about unless something happens. I'm not sure which, but this coin, I got to show you that. I have the back of this coin here for a reason. It's United States of America, $1, 1 ounce fine silver, e pluribus unum. So if we go to the Bullion version, okay, same story. You got that $1, 1 ounce fine silver. Now, what does that all mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is numismatic news, and there's an article by Patrick A. Heller, 17 hours ago. What is legal tender in the United States? Now, this is a great article. I'm going to leave a link in the description for this. This kind of helps us wrap our head around what had happened. The issue of what is legal tender in the United States has confronted America right from this 1776 to today. Absolutely. It's no doubt about it. Over the centuries, what was considered legal tender in the United States has changed. Absolutely. And what's considered legal tender here is not what's legal tender overseas. In order to look at this history, it is necessary to define what is meant by legal tender. Most definitions refer to a form of currency or money recognized by laws or courts as a means to settle public or private debt. Remember that. Public or private debt, or debts, just period, debts. When the U.S. declared independence in 1776, that's the spirit, there did not exist any circulating U.S. coins. The Continental Congress and the various colony states issued their own scrip, many of which referred to their redeemability for Spanish milled dollars or the value thereof in gold and silver, or gold or silver, okay? Could we see a time like that again? Quite possibly, I think, especially with fiat currency and legal tender being married into one currency. That's right. That's what the United States has. It's 2 for 1. When the U.S. Constitution was adopted in 1789, there was still not yet any circulating U.S. coins, but a significant provision in Article 1, Section 10 reads, "No state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts." There you go. That's it. Now here's the wrinkle. Today, the United States Code 31 U.S.C. 5103 defines legal tender as United States coins and currency. Now check this out. I highlighted it here because they had to add a special note because Federal Reserve notes weren't part of it. That happened, I think, after the including Federal Reserve notes and circulating notes of Federal Reserve banks and national banks are legal tender for all debts, public charges, taxes, and dues. Now check this out. This is really where the wrinkle comes in of collecting American Silver Eagles or Britannias or Krugerrands and foreign bullion coins. Okay, this is a big deal because it says here foreign gold or silver coins are not legal tender for debts. What? What does that even mean? A notation to this current statutory language adds, this restores 5103 to reference to public charges, taxes, and dues because they are not considered to be debts. All right. Before the U.S. Mint was established in 1792, 100% of circulating specie in America were foreign coins. Alexander Hamilton, the first Secretary of the Treasury, proposed that foreign coins circulate freely for 3 years until the U.S. Mint could fully supply America's coinage needs. Did you know that? Did you know the United States always had a circulating coin problem from the very start? But I bet you're still thinking about this here, huh? What implications, all right? Let's say the United States, we do go to some kind of digital currency or have a currency reset or something weird like that. I don't know. But what happens to gold and silver during those times? And what happens to United States bullion, gold and silver at those times? What would that qualify for as opposed to foreign bullion coins? And let's face it, at some point, they think that some experts think that silver and gold will be unobtainable because the larger banks, the central banks, will be buying it up because that's what they're going to base their digital currency on, is gold and or silver, both. Okay, so if that is the case, I imagine precious metals might evaporate from the open markets, leaving us with what we have in our hands. Now, if you have what is in your hands is foreign bullion coins, I don't know. Are you going to be in a disadvantage here in the United States of America? Are you going to have to travel to Canada or Mexico to get a better deal? That's something I think we should all be thinking about. All right. The United States took decades to produce enough coins to meet commercial demand. Laws giving foreign coins legal tender status in the United States were renewed in 1806, 1816, and in 1819. Again in 1823, 1827, and 1834. And in 1830, researcher David A. Martin reports that about 25% of all circulated coins in America were of Spanish origin. Now imagine if you were Spain, you're like, man, what's going on over there? All these, and what if you were the English? Okay. You're like, why are they using the Spanish, right? This is just so political. It wasn't until about 1850 that the U.S. Mint struck sufficient coinage to meet domestic demand. Isn't that incredible, folks? Just incredible. The Coinage Act of 1857 repealed all prior acts authorizing the currency of foreign gold or silver coins. From then on, these coins could be exchanged at the U.S. Treasury so that they could be recoined by the U.S. Mint. Despite this demonetization, the transition was not smooth. For decades, foreign coins continued to circulate as a medium of exchange in rural areas of America's interior lands. Now, folks, if I liked old coins and I wanted to find old coins, I would look in the rural areas of America's interior lands where they used this coin for a very long time. All right, that is a place I would start the hunt for older coins. All right, especially pre-1857, yeah? Over the past few decades, the question of what Americans could be forced to accept as legal tender payments has become more important. With the rise of electronic payment forms, the use of actual coins and currency as well as checks has declined. Further, during the COVID pandemic lockdown, several businesses and other institutions changed what forms of payment they accepted specifically to avoid receiving coins and currency. And folks, they have no legal obligation to take payments of coins or currency. They can take it however they like. Yeah, isn't that wild? Yeah. Now, see, this is a wrinkle at the end. This is a whole nother subject. It says, with the future prospect of large numbers of people living off the earth, in space, habitats, or on other planets or moons, the issue of legal tender will continue to evolve. Imagine that. You're in space and you need to pay for something back on Earth. How do you get the money there? Well, it's just transfer, right? So same thing we're doing now. I don't know why we're trying to reinvent the wheel here. All these electronic payments can already happen right now. Yada, yada, yada. I don't understand it. Anyway, let's keep on keeping. I'm running out of time. Now, fiat money versus legal tender. What's the difference? I will leave a link in the description for this. Has all these key takeaways. And yeah, you need to learn this. I know I do. Now, this is Cornell Law School, 31 code 5103, legal tender. I will leave a link for this as well. Now, let's get to those plus ones. This is Proverbs 25, 16, and 17. I guess I should probably add a U. There we go. When you find honey, eat what is sufficient for you, lest you be satiated and vomited up. That doesn't sound pretty. Let your feet be scarce in your fellow's house, lest he be satiated with you and come to hate you. Well, at least they didn't use that other word over there. I guess what that means is too much of a good thing is not a good thing, right? I think that's what it really boils down to. Don't burden even good friends with too many visits. One can become weary of too much of a good thing. Yeah, you ever have too much ice cream? Try and go to sleep on that one. Yeah, that's not fun. Or have maybe too many donuts. Or too much couscous, right? Yeah, sorry. Now over here to 99.9 KOI and Coin News Radio. This is Led Zeppelin with Tangerine. One of I think my favorite album by Led Zeppelin is Led Zeppelin 3. I like the more mellow vibe of it. I think that's where it's at for me. So here it is. It's a mellow vibe from Led Zeppelin. This is Tangerine off Led Zeppelin 3. Hope you dig it all. So there it is, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Stacker out.